Clown in a Cornfield is a new horror film with a clown in a cornfield. So today, let's see if it's worth your time. A fading Midwestern town in which Friendo the clown, a symbol of bygone success, reemerges as a terrifying killer. I was excited for a clown in a cornfield just off of the title. Have not watched the trailer. I'm a big fan of just simple slasher movies. Give me that as that's my favorite kind of horror film. And one half of this movie, the first half, is a slasher that plays up on all classic tropes. It has all of your cliche moments, but it has so much fun with it all. Friendo the clown, very terrifying, very violent throughout. But you have your typical Gen Z characters and Gen Z humor that adds that entertainment value to the movie. But it definitely plays up on the tropes. It understands the cliches and it wants to embrace all of that. And that's a lot of fun. When you look at a movie or show that doesn't take itself too seriously, understands the tropes, and just kind of works with it all, I find enjoyment in all of that. Because the classic tropes are what I love about the horror films, are the characters lurking in the background or being in a house and they're around the corner, they close a door or close a mirror and they're right there and they pop out and they kill you. That's all within this movie. But then the other half of the film is where it feels fresh and it takes it in a different direction. So you're building this foundation of this movie where the tropes are there. Friendo the clown just terrorizing this Midwestern town, killing people left and right. And then it's in the middle part of the film where it branches off and tries to do something different. And I appreciate that. Like, I enjoy the tropes of the first part of the film. It took this unexpected turn I didn't see coming and just took it in a new step. And I love that it wasn't a movie that felt like it was going to be stale. Like it wasn't going to just fall on these tropes for the entire film. It was challenging itself and taking it in a new direction. And so I was surprised with this kind of twist to the movie while also embracing some of those tropes with its big reveal. Costume design for Friendo the clown, very terrifying, simple clown look, but it still ends up being menacing. And there are some brutal moments within this movie. It is a violent film that feels like your typical slasher. There isn't kills that seem like groundbreaking, like a violent nature. We're gonna have a kill that you're just gonna be talking about like nonstop for months. It doesn't have anything like that, but the kills in here are solid. And it does have this splash of humor throughout. You have Will Sasso in here, who comes from a comedic background. Kevin Durant, who was most recently in like Abigail and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, he is in here as well. You have a community that feels very close. It's a small Midwestern town, so a lot of the setting seems closed off, and you have like your main part of your town, people's homes, but it doesn't really kind of venture off into too many different locations of this movie. But the community does feel very close, and Friendo the clown at one point was like this symbol of success, and then you learn about the backstory about what happened to this small town and how people reacted to it all. And then you have this young girl, Quinn, who moved to this town with her father, who's a doctor. And so there's a lot that goes on. The characters feel very typical. Like, I don't need to know all the backstory. They just kind of feel very generic. But I like that the first half just played up on the tropes, and it was pretty fun. It's like a simple slasher, and then it took it in a whole new direction, and I was like glued to the end of the movie. Like, I found it to be very interesting. I want to know exactly what was going on, the reason behind it all. It was there. So one half felt familiar, and then the other half felt fresh. And it's not just your typical slasher movie with a fun title. I really enjoy this movie. It used a little more of the Cornfield, but overall I really like this movie. Surprised me. I was expecting just kind of like your average slasher movie, but it's much more than that. So if you're looking for a pretty unique, fun slasher movie, I do recommend checking out Clown in a Cornfield. I'm gonna go ahead and give Clown in a Cornfield a B. Thank you guys for watching my review for Clown in a Cornfield. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.